What's up, everyone? This is SojuTalk, your weekly shot at K-pop. We're coming at you with a super spicy episode 180, and we're recording on March 14th, 2022. I'm Doug, and joining me today, we got Warren.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
And Anita.
Hello.
And as a quick reminder, check out SojuTalk on your favorite podcast platform, sub to us on YouTube, and join the SojuTalk Discord and be a part of the nation. Yo, 180 episodes. God
That's
damn.
180 episodes.
That's a lot of episodes. God. All right, big shout out to our new spicy patron, Grace. I think she was a patron before and came back, according to what I see. I could be wrong, but shout out to Grace.
Welcome back. Thank you for coming back.
Okay. There's like a sort of big announcement. It's not sort of, it's a big announcement. I don't know why I use the word sort of. We're having a format change is the crux of what we're trying to say here.
In this episode.
Yep.
In this episode, probably going forward, unless the feedback's really strange or something drastic. Basically, we kind of feel like, in particular, our news section's been kind of lacking. The reasoning is we tried to have the three of us present one article each, essentially, right? I would pretty much choose them though. And then we go down it. But what we realized is we ended up having to cover news that's actually not newsworthy if we were trying to like measure how newsworthy an article is, because we had to fill the space.
Right.
Not super big.
Yeah.
And anyway, we feel like most of our listeners generally know what's going on in K-pop, right? So you probably know the news before we even say it. So we're kind of just repeating what you guys already know. That being said, it's not like the news section is going to be gone forever. It's just going to be a lot less formal. So we'll only present news articles that are actually newsworthy. Anything else, we'll just not talk about it.
I want to add on to this a little bit, because this wasn't like a last minute thought or like something we've been thinking about for like a week or two. The news section is something we found to be a little stagnant over the past, I don't know, like ever since we hit like the beginning of season 3, like back like 30-40 episodes ago.
It's been a while. Yeah.
Every week we're talking about the metaverse and NFTs, and I think that's interesting for like a week or two, but like we're not a tech podcast. This is not what we're good at.
Not a specialty.
Right. And once that fad kind of moves out, we're gonna hit whatever new, topic that people are just talking about on the low key. So if you still want to keep up with all of that news, I think there are a lot of great platforms out there that will help you with that. One of the stuff that I mentioned this morning on the Discord, I'll mention it here again, is there's an industry news channel that does a great job. It's community run. The folks who upload stuff there are great, and they do a great job of like uploading a lot of stuff that you might find interesting.
And this is on our Discord.
Right, from our Discord channel, our server actually. So go check that out. I know we plug our Discord like every episode, quite literally, but
There's a lot of stuff there, guys.
yeah.
I just feel like we want to keep it more, like a little less structure would be better. And that being said, the show might get a little shorter, but we're going to try to allocate more time towards big new releases, maybe take some funny tangents here and there, really dive into the song, some other like talk about random things. Like if Warren hates the shoes in a song, he could talk about hating the shoes for like 5 minutes if he wants,
Yeah, let's do that.
things like that. So we feel like a lot of you are here because you want to hear what we feel about the music that's coming out. So we're going to focus on that more going forward.
Yep.
That being said, Spice King's the same. We're not going to talk about music show winners unless it's like something really crazy that happened, because a lot of the time I don't think people care all too much. Yeah. So that's about it. Let's get into the songs though. We have 3 songs today. We got J Park featuring IU, Gandara. Wait, did I pronounce that right?
Yeah, you did it. Yeah.
Gandara. Yep. Okay.
Course, yeah.
We have G-Idol's Tomboy, and we have Brave Girls Thank You. But let's talk about J Park featuring IU first. He is not from Yehua. Why did I write Yehua here? That was, you know what? I took the Tempest template from last week. I never forgot.
That's what it is.
Is he still AOMG? What is he considered these days?
He's still AOMG Records. He's still Higher Music. He is still Rock Nation. He's also now involved in More Vision, whatever that is.
I saw that. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little unclear what that movement exactly is. They haven't really clarified it, but I'm assuming it's whatever his company is. We don't really know yet. So.
All right, well, he debuted back in 2008 with 2 PM. His last 3 songs were 2 Life, Gang Official Remix, and All Day Flex. with 3 music show wins so far. But for someone like J Park, music show wins don't really mean that much.
Right.
Interesting collaboration of artists. As an IU fan, did not expect this.
Really? I kind of feel like it made sense for some reason.
Oh, why do you think it made sense?
I think this genre, right, is very. It goes very well with J Park's tone, with his vibe. It's not something like completely out of the blue. I feel like he's done something similar to this,
Right.
and I feel like IU's voice goes really well with this too.
It's
So it made sense to me.
it's J Park's bread and butter, and it's like IU's kind of like side hustle,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised by the collab in a way.
And like it's not like this hasn't happened before. Like if you think about Soulmate that Zico did with IU,
Yes,
right,
that makes sense too.
right, that's like a similar example of like a pop musician IU featuring in a hip hop R&B musician kind of thing, right? I don't know. How'd you guys feel about this track?
Good, I like
I
it.
thought it was good. It's a vibe, this song. And that chill music type deal, this really fits that
Oh, yeah.
perfectly.
Chill hop.
I think he's hitting that target market perfectly. Mainstream. I think the song got a real-time all kill as well, so it's extremely popular.
Great.
Wow, that's
You,
crazy.
you put J Park, who even like old people in Korea who don't know about K-hip hop probably know who J Park is in some capacity. Everyone knows who IU is. This collaboration was just like from the start was probably like, all right, we're probably gonna get a number 1 here, in some
Too
capacity.
powerful,
It was
yeah.
waiting to
It's just
happen.
too powerful of a combination. Warren, how did you feel about this? As the
I feel
hip
like you're
hop fan?
hesitant.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I kind of wanted to let you guys speak first because I have listened to more of J Park's discography. I have had my qualms with them. I here's what I think. I think he has very specific strengths. I think he has very specific weaknesses. And this track, for the most part, plays really, really well to his strengths and what he's really, really good at. The role IU plays does a perfect job of like complementing that as well. So I mean, overall, I can't complain either. Like, I am usually not a huge J Park fan, even given I'm a K-hip hop fan. Because, sometimes I feel like J Park does the same thing over and over and over again. But I don't know. This is kind of cute, not gonna lie. Like,
It is very cute. I love the music video, the storyline music video. For those who haven't seen it yet.
IUC?
Okay. The acting was a tad bit cheesy,
You
but it
know
was
what?
meant
No.
to be. It was meant to be.
Right.
I thought
You
it
know-
was good.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. It's like a really meta concept or they're
I
like
like
filming
that.
the music video. There's issues. Like IU ain't showing up. Like she's like, oh my gosh, he's not gonna show up. Dude, the polygon IU was hilarious. I thought. Then they
Wow.
brought out a mannequin IU. I thought the polygon thing was absolutely hilarious. It looked like a Mr. Potato Head, honestly. And then IU shows up. You know what the funny thing about this is? Like the storyline is, it's like IU doesn't have much time. She's busy. She's just appearing in this music video. We're thankful that she's gonna show up. She finally shows up. We do it. Based on her actual participation in this music video, it feels like they had IU for 1 hour.
I think it was real. I think
it was real. I think
it.
she was like busy, and J Park got her to show up for like 2 hours. And
I think they just like worked with what they had, and they said like, you know what? Let's just actually show how it actually happens.
Also, all she did in the music video was just kind of like stand around.
sway, right?
It's like, yeah. I'm
Is
like,
was it me or was it kind of weird? Like I was like, this is the storyline, but it feels like this is the truth though.
I think it was the truth.
it's a mockumentary of a real story. That's what it
Yeah.
is. I mean,
Like honestly, she could have filmed her part in about 5 minutes.
I think that happened maybe. I think they were being honest. It was like, okay, you know what? She's not going to actually be here for that long. Let's just go along with it.
all right,
No, right?
detectives of the internet, go find where IU has the same outfit, the same makeup, the same hairstyle.
Oh, you
Like,
think they didn't even do the makeup?
I mean, if she has 5 minutes, she doesn't have time for makeup.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. I still feel like the music video was really, really cute. I kind of expected IU to not appear at all,
Yeah,
okay.
I almost
Yeah.
thought she was not going to come.
right?
Or
Or
Right?
maybe J Park's like, yo, we don't got the budget. Let's hire her for an hour. We're gonna blow like 100 G's just for this hour. Let's get it all in here real quick. Like, I'm sure IU's hourly rate is extremely ridiculous, right?
She's like
She's busy.
the top star in terms of Korean pop music, right? Her, BTS, Who else?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It's just kind of funny though, because I really feel like it's probably the truth that she was there for like 30 minutes.
I like the creativity behind that. You know, I feel like they could have done other things, but I like that they added some comedy to it. I think it added to the song in a way because we mentioned already, it is a very chill,
right.
vibey song. So there's like not a ton to do with it. I guess like there's nothing super exciting, not like intense choreography.
Right. The other example they could have gone with is like the common, oh, we're, sitting in the room, like tattered sweaters, like, oh, we're sitting around, we're kind of sad because I didn't ask the girl out. Oh, sad boy moment, like.
I think it would have been funnier if the whole music video was a Zoom call. Could you imagine? That would have been hilarious.
Hello, IUC, we're filming now. You better be ready right now. Oh man, I do feel like the song itself was really good too, though, because like, okay, the way I typically listen to songs for the podcast, I listen to the audio first, then later in the day I start the music video. And I feel like the song did a really good job of like keeping it chill, but like also like interesting at the same time. Because what's if you listen to the song, there's not a lot going on, right? There's the guitar loop basically, there's the drums, there's the bass, and then every fourth beat there's like a kind of sound. And sometimes when I use things, it kind of goes up like and like, and it's very, 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 very minimal, and it relies so much on these vocals. To create tension, to create dynamics, to create, an up and down movement in terms of emotions. And I think that's really, 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 that's great. That's great. We don't get that often in K-pop, where typically when we talk about mainstream K-pop, we're talking about a rise and fall in the entire sound, right? The arrangement, there's a drop and like
more extreme,
this is it's chill, but it's not boring at any moment during the song. And I think that's really, really cool. Also, I did notice the guitar loops kind of sounds like Instagram by Dean. Bum bum bum, that thing. You will hear
more happy, I guess.
Yeah. The rest of the progression is a lot more happier, but I still thought it was like pretty interesting because it's like almost a signature loop for Dean at this point, where he uses that chord progression for a lot of his. Given he doesn't have a lot of songs, Dean, where's your song?
Dean, where are you?
Where's Dean? Where's Dean at?
Is he alive?
I feel like he's one of the biggest mysteries. Plus, like the amount of money he could have possibly made if he just stayed mainstream would have been absolutely ridiculous, right?
Well, I guess he's too much of an artist to stay mainstream.
Oh, yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me though.
I don't know. I didn't see him for a while. The next thing I know, he shows up in Mama with like those curly hair things. I was like, that looks not good. Have you guys read the lyrics to this track at all?
Yes.
A little bit, yeah.
It's so cute, right? Right? I don't know about you, Anita, but like I kind of relate, not gonna lie. You know what I mean? Cause I used to live in Korea. I grew up in Korea. I moved back and forth a little bit, but I moved to Korea, from Korea to America around the beginning of high school, 8th grade to be specific, at the end of 8th grade to be specific. And like, when you go to high school in America, when you go to high school in America, right? For most high schools, there's a thing called homecoming dance, and it happens at the beginning of the year, right? So what typically happens is a person goes up to, a potential date, and they're like, "Hey,
want to go to homecoming?
Want to go to dance with me? Want to go to homecoming dance?" So here's this guy.
Here's this guy, Here's this guy named Warren,
barely out of ESL,
who's fresh off the boat. Yeah,
fresh off the boat, and like. And I didn't even know what the word means at the point. I was like, "Yeah, fresh off the boat. I like boats." Oh, and there was this girl in English class, 9th grade.
Oh my god!
I want to be very specific with the picture here.
Okay. English class girl, yeah.
Yeah, girl English class sits in front of me.
Okay.
She looks at the window. I know I'm reading off of all of the anime cliches here. Like, girl in front of you looks at the window a lot. She was very nice. I thought we were getting along. So in my awkward ass English, I was like, one day I just there was no lead up to this at all. I just dropped it. I was like, hey, you wanna go to homecoming dance? And she was like, no.
Oh no! Oh, she said no.
And
Oh
and I
no!
was like, oh yeah, this must be a language barrier, and I walked away. Oh man, you know who you are. You're probably not listening to this, but
Were
thanks
you
for
ever
being-
cool with this person or no? Was that like it with your interactions with this person?
Yeah, I don't think that was it.
Oh no!
Well, you live and
Oh.
learn, you know.
Hey
Maybe that's if I
man,
was
you
Jake
miss
back
100% of the shots you don't take.
There you go. Yeah. I mean, I was in 9th grade. Everybody makes stupid shots when they're in 9th grade, I think. And for me it was relatable because for me I was like how do I
Didn't know what
ask
to
people out
say.
in English, like because like in Korean like there's like a clear like divider between oh you're flirting, oh you're dating, but like I was like what I don't, you want to go to dance? I don't know, like
Hey, you want to go dance? Yes. Yes, dance.
so
Hey,
yeah,
props
kind
to
of
you
thought
for
about
trying,
J
though.
Park. Yeah. Sorry, what's up?
No, it says props to you for even trying though.
Yeah,
Dude.
no, I mean, I felt like I had to. I was like, yeah, American culture. Yeah.
Did you go to the dance
Yeah, I went. Yeah,
with your homies?
yeah, with my homies.
Was she
Yeah,
there?
dude.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did she go with someone else? Yeah. Oh.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I feel bad for the girl because there was like no lead up to this
You
whatsoever.
surprised her.
Like I'm pretty sure I shocked her. If anything, like it's not like we weren't hanging out after class or like
And you never like talked to her all that much or anything?
we talked
before
in
this?
class,
Oh, okay.
or I think we did. I don't know.
Okay.
Can you move on?
All right. Do you want to go to the next song then?
All right. Yeah.
You got anything
next
else to
song.
say?
Next song.
All right, we have the long-awaited return of I-DLE with Tomboy. So they are from Cube debut 2018, and their last 3 songs were Hwa, Dumdi Dumdi, Oh My God. 28 music show wins so far, and this is the first release after Sujin's left the group. So they'd been put on the shelf for a long time. I think Hwa came out in like spring of last year, to be
It's been a
honest.
minute, yeah.
No, January
Wow.
2021.
Oh.
It's been over a year.
Wow. Well, I mean, you know,
No.
This was just not it, right? Like,
I'll say this. There were elements that I thought were good. There was a certain cohesiveness that I didn't think was quite there. A lot of it had to do with the lyrics, though.
okay.
Yeah.
A lot of people, apparently the reaction to me ranting and destroying some groups last week was good. That's what Warren told me, right? People like
Are
that.
you gonna do it again?
I'm gonna be honest. The lyrics in this song, if you're someone, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but the lyrics in this song are like sometimes so ridiculous that I lost immersion in this song.
okay. I think
And
that's
they were
fair.
in English. I mean,
I think that's
right?
fair.
Particularly the English use.
Right? Yeah.
Look at my toe.
I don't get it. What does that mean?
Look at my toe.
What does that mean?
I feel like, so I think that Soyeon is always my like favorite kid in this group. I think she's really good, right?
Yeah.
Typically, her English verse, I just can't overlook it. Like, what was that? No, right?
I don't want to play this ping pong. I would rather film a TikTok. Your mom raised you as a prince, but this is queendom, right?
What does swearing without cigarettes means? I don't understand what that is.
There's so many mysteries here. Like I don't get it.
Who approved this? I mean, she has probably a lot of
She.
creative control.
She probably
She
did.
approved this.
She,
But
okay.
like,
yeah.
is it Minnie in the group speak English? Couldn't she be like, "Hey, Minnie, does this make sense?"
Well, she's the one that says, "Look at my toe."
True. Wait, you're right. Oh God.
Okay, no. I'm joking about the look at my toe part. That actually makes sense.
How? Explain to me,
Because
please.
she says, look at my toe, and then 나의 ex 이름 tattoo, which is my ex's name tattoo. So there is a name of my ex as a tattoo on my toe, which exemplifies how much I don't give an F, like that's what it is.
I just find it so odd. Like, I'll say this: majority of the time,
What, you don't get your ex name's tattoo on your toe, Anita?
I just don't get why it's a verse. You know what I mean? Also, I feel like I found it incongruent in the sense that the concept, right, is very very tough.
What does feel like Coke like burr mean as well?
Don't know about that.
Why is there more Coca-Cola?
Sponsored
And the
by
thing is,
Coca-Cola.
it's Coca-Cola because it's a capital C in the official translated lyrics on the music video.
At least it didn't use the actual.
So
bottle.
we have like 2 songs in like a month, which I don't know. I don't think it's a PPL this time, but like 2 songs in a month that reference Coca-Cola products. What is going on?
Maybe that's what K stands for in K-pop.
I'm just confused. That being said, I think the vibes are good. I kind of like the chorus, although I kind of like the use of the F word, blinked out F word in the song.
No, I thought that was kind of cringy. Like,
Okay.
yeah, I felt, okay, personally, here's the thing. I feel like if you want to sell yourself as a badass person, you have to be a badass person.
The thing is, like, I don't feel like it's not that they can't pull off that vibe, because I'm sure they can. It's just that the combination of the lyrics, right, and maybe it's for the fact that we can understand what they were saying in English and how it sounds a little odd. It just doesn't. It takes it away, you know, like it does not bring it all together.
Right. It's a situation where a lot of small things add to one big result, which is you know, like, and you guys have been saying things, right, from the Western perspective, from the international perspective that speaks the English words. Hear me out. I am a I speak Korean as my first language. That's what I was trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, because of that, I am much more willing to overlook not good English. Fine.
Okay, yeah.
I wasn't good at English when I was, coming out of my mother's womb. It's fine. I understand. Look, however, it sounds bad. That's the issue. And you guys have been focusing on the themes and the lyrics don't make sense. No. I'm saying her flow is off. They're like,
oh, okay. Fundamentally, we got an issue here.
Right. Okay. Music at the end of the day is not poetry. I know I scream about messages and themes all the time. I know I do that. But music needs to sound good. That's the core direction of what music needs to do. K-pop is no exception to that because the whole industry is built on music. That English verse that happens after the first chorus was a perfect opportunity for Soyeon to do her Soyeon thing, spit out her verse. She does a great job of it on other B-sides in the album, like My Bag, for example. Here we get this English thing, which has a lot of forced flow, forced rhythms. The rhythms aren't stable. I don't know. Like, I have high expectations for this girl.
I feel like the Soyeon part is typically the highlight of most songs too.
She's the centerpiece of most tracks. She's what pulls everything together with her badassery. But I don't know. This is not coming off as badassery. It's more like clownassery over here. Not. I don't know. Like, did you really need a word to rhyme with ping pong? So you chose TikTok?
It doesn't quite rhyme either.
That's the issue. I don't know. Like, it would be one thing if the meaning was off, but it sounded good.
Oh yeah, actually, I feel like that's fine. Honestly, most of the time.
Right. That's what K-pop is most of the time. We know the English is poo-poo. We understand. We have big hearts. We are very.
You know what also doesn't make sense in terms of the English?
What?
They knew the English was off because in the subtitles, you know how before the chorus they go, "I'm effing bad boy," right?
Yeah.
So you're forgetting the word right?
Yeah.
But in the subtitles it says,
They
"I'm a
include it.
bad boy."
Yeah.
So they have the
Like-
correct English in the subtitles, but in the song itself it's incorrect.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like the thing you mentioned earlier in the day. Like, K-pop tends to forget about.
They forget about particles, like
Yeah.
I don't know why, but and the thing is, in most of the settings, it's not like removing the word really hinders what they were trying to do there anyway. Because you could have done "I'm a beeping bad boy," right, and it would have been fine. Like, I feel like,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
I don't know. I feel like the song is like the lyrics aside, the vocal lines aside, I still feel like the song was not kind of my taste.
It drags a little.
Yeah, it's there's not like a proper flow, like a pacing, you know? Like it needs to go up and down a little bit. You need a little more dynamics is what I'm asking for. Like
I found that for me that happened when we were about to hit the chorus. Because I would expect it like, okay, maybe there's a bit of a shift in energy here, but it felt more like it was stagnant, like same level of energy or down a little.
yeah.
And when we had the cuts with the choreography, I thought like, oh, maybe we'll do something more visual here, but I didn't think it was helping either. Yeah, I don't know. I understand the direction here in the sound, like the more rock heavy sound is very popular, very trendy. And I feel like it makes sense in a general way to go this way, but I don't know. I just feel like it didn't go to the place where I think it could have gone, like to bring it more energy. I don't know.
I feel like in order to bring more energy, they should have taken away a lot more energy when they need to, and that never really happened. And then this is again where I go back to Soyeon rap, where like that should have been a critical moment where they take a break right after the chorus, but that doesn't really happen. So you're just left, running the entire time. And then you run through the second verse, into the second bridge, into the second chorus, and then you hit Billie Eilish at the end. I don't know.
I thought that too.
Yeah.
Bad guy. Yes.
Yeah. The house beat. Which I mean, I don't want to say it's plagiarism or copying per se.
Yeah, I don't think so either. It's
Right,
just
right.
the vibe.
It's inspired though. It's inspired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the strong point of the song is the actual performance of the song is good. Like I think the kids are they're doing really well. They're trying really hard. They look good. It's a vibe in itself. It's just like there's some things about this song that I just can't overlook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think this is gonna be one of those rare examples where I feel like the music video is a lot cooler than the song itself.
Oh my god, can you talk about the Barbie scene? That was really
Okay.
creepy.
You mean Team
That was
America?
So creepy.
Yeah, no, it was Team America.
America.
If you haven't seen Team America, it's like a movie where the whole thing is like essentially dolls.
Yeah.
Like
Well, I have no idea what that is.
yeah.
Is it creepy? Is it creepy? Is it a horror?
It's meant to be a little off-putting
Yeah.
in general.
I mean, I was disturbed, but I found it interesting. I think like that was the most interesting thing that I was like, oh, what are we doing here?
I mean, that's the point, right? They're trying to be
Yeah.
a little creepy about it because that's how Tomboy. No, badass is the right word here, I think. And I feel like that part was like the most interesting section of the music video, if anything.
Yeah, it was memorable in a way.
Yeah, and like I don't know. I didn't feel like it was like cringy or anything. It was like
No,
that was the peak of the visuals for me.
Yeah, no, I thought it was done well. Like production wise, I think the scene works. I just found it a little disturbing because I didn't
What's
see it coming.
supposed to be Anita?
I get it. Yeah, so
Jeez,
it worked.
Anita,
It worked.
you creeped out. We get it. Same. We agree with you.
Yeah, it's just like I think the song is okay. Like I could listen to it. I don't have that many big issues with it. I find certain parts like kind of rough here, but at the same time, it's alright. It's just like they've been gone for so long that I'm a little disappointed, if I had to say it. Now I understand the circumstances for sure.
Well,
It's out of their control.
A lot of eyes are on them right now because of
Yeah.
their recent scandals, right? One which was the Soyeon plagiarism thing, as well
Yep.
as the what's her name's
Sujin.
bullying, Sujin's bullying controversy. My interest was kind of high in this comeback as well, given
Yeah.
I really liked Soyeon's last solo track. I think it was one of the best songs of the year. So for me to return from that to this, a bit of a letdown. I'm not gonna lie, a bit of a letdown. What I do appreciate. Okay, one more thing that I really liked about this track, because I don't think it was all bad or anything. This track is a very few of the tracks for the G-IDLE discography where I don't feel like Soyeon is in the centerpiece of everything.
Okay.
Right? If you look at
Okay.
some of their earlier stuff, you can tell the track doesn't work without her.
Oh, okay.
This is, I feel like, for better or for the worse, I feel like doesn't really strongly need to have her. Like she plays an important role, whether she plays whether she does a good job of it or a bad job of it. That's for you to decide. We already told you what we think. But I do think, however, what I was sad about in terms of G-Idol's discography very often was that if you listen, a lot of the members, I don't feel like they really need to be there sometimes. And I feel like more and more so that is less and less the case. Like Mini has a very important role. Yuchi has a very important role. Same with Mian. Like this, I think this is the right direction for the group in general in terms of that. The song itself,
I just feel like the concept ain't right.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is I feel like at the end of the day, I feel like this is a bit of a bump and not a positive way. Got a bit of a bump. Your butt hurts. But we're in the right direction. The car's going in a positive vector.
Just hope we get another comeback, like maybe by like August. I'm gonna hope
that'd be ideal.
That would be very ideal.
Yeah. Give us a you know what? Give us a summer track.
Oh, what would that look like? That'd be
remember
interesting.
Dumdy?
Yeah, but I want another one. I just feel like I don't think they can do Dumdy Part 2 because I like the G-Idol like girl crush aesthetic. But how do you do a girl crush summer song? Because Dumdy's not a girl crush song.
Oh, give us a punk summer track. I'm down for that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want a punk summer track. I wonder what that looks like.
See, again, this is a bit of a bump, but I like the direction they're going in. Makes kind of sense. Just
all right. Let's go to the Summer Queens, though. Right? We got Summer Queens.
Yes.
They pretty much taken the title from like a Sistar, right? Like they're the summer veterans now, right?
I guess so. Yeah.
I guess so. We got Brave Girls with Thank You. So they are from Brave. Debut 2011. Last 3 songs are After We Ride, Anita's favorite song of all time, Chimaparam, and We Ride, with 10 music show wins so far. This one, Anita, you like Brave Girls. You like retro songs. How do you feel about this one?
I really like it. I'll say this. This has been the type of sound they kind of done in the past, specifically We Ride. So it's not like super new to them or in general, right? Like we've also already said, like this more disco-y vibe has been a trend for a while. A lot of iterations of it already in the genre. So it's not like super new, but I like how it's done. I don't know. I think if it's them,
is this better? Is this better than Chimaparam?
I don't know. I feel like Chimaparam feels more of that summer track.
Classic Brave Girls.
Yes, more as a follow up to Rollin', right?
Okay.
More obviously, right? And I feel like this one is I guess the pair that goes with
this is like disco Brave Girls, right?
Yes, right. That's how I would classify it. And I like both. I would say like if I were to just look at the concept behind this song though, I feel like it could have gone in the direction of being just like a thank you song to the fans in a way, which is not something unheard of. Like a lot of groups do that, and it tends to be like a much slower, more ballady thing usually. So I like that they change it up a little bit. I think they give it a more pop, more I don't know, more approachable, general audience approachable sound.
Okay, real quick, just to clarify, do you think it's a fan song or do you think it could have been a fan song?
I think it is, but it's done in a way where like it's not as obvious, so they can promote it as a general audience song as well. Like I like the fact that it's not that obvious where like if you're not like a diehard Brave Girls fan, you can still enjoy it and listen to it. Like there's no like defining thing there.
No, I think you might be onto something because I thought it was a straight love song, and I'm looking at the press release now.
Oh.
And the very last line of the press release says, also, the Brave Girls wrote down what they have felt, the miracles they have felt over the past year into their truthful lyrics and have moved the hearts of the listeners.
I read something where someone described the song as a victory lap, and I 100% agree with.
I agree with that too. Yeah, it's more like thank you for getting us here. Yeah, for real.
Well, okay. Well, all of the notes I took.
But I like that it's made in a way where like it's very pop, it's very general audience friendly, where like it's not defined or like restricted to like the people who were like diehard supporters, you know, like, so it feels like it reaches more people because it's a little vague.
Here's the thing, I do feel like there's a lot of room for it to be interpreted as a simpler love track, you know. The whole chorus is, you know, thank you, you make me feel great, thank you, you know, you drive me to heaven, thank you. And I feel like that makes a lot more sense given the narrative. I will admit that all the notes I took here is that the lyrics are dated, sounds bad. I stand by that.
It's a super dated song, I feel.
We'll get to that in a second, but I do feel like their word choices in the lyrics, like I know you guys aren't gonna care about this, but like the words they choose sound like it's straight up from like the early 2000s, 90s kind of deal. Like the words they chose in to portray their message is what I'm trying to say. That's where I feel like the lyrics sound a little dated, given that there's a fan song aspect to it. Okay, I'm willing to let that pass a little bit more. Doesn't change the fact that the word choices are a little dated sounding. But let's talk about the sound, Doug, because you said it sounds dated.
Yeah, just like, I know it's a retro song.
Yeah.
It's supposed to sound dated, but it feels like a K-pop song that came out in the mid 2000s at some points.
Ooh,
mid-2000s. Oh.
I also feel like some other sound effects, like the Vocaloid thing, sort of like 24K Magic or whatever.
Vocoders.
Vocoder. Yeah, we got those present, which I haven't really seen in K-pop much. We were talking before the pod, and Warren's like, that's very similar to what Primary, the hip hop artist, was doing for a while, right?
It was a common trope in pop friendly K hip hop in the early 2010s. So Primary, dynamic duo, lot of like UV music kind of things. It was a popular trope back then, and I feel the same way about a lot of the sound decisions they went with this track. It feels very top heavy in terms of the mix. The instruments sound analog, but not in the good way. Like, there's kind of light and cheap kind of analog. And I understand, right? If you look at the people who worked on the track, it's Brave Brothers, Mabuse, JS. I get it. Their golden era was the early 2010s, late 2000s, when K-pop used to sound like this. I get it. Here's the thing, though, right? Like, I understand, I understand the skilled master does not blame his tools, right? That's the saying, right? But like sometimes you gotta update your tools, you know?
So you think it's a matter of like actual physical production, post-production stuff too?
No, I think they're just using like instruments that are like not really in anymore. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Like, here's the thing. At one point, humanity was in the Stone Era. Stone Age.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Where are we going with this?
Right?
Where are we going?
And then humanity learned how to use fire.
Okay.
So we started using metal tools.
Okay.
Right? So we have all these folks hunting out here with metal spears and whatnot. And then these guys are carving their spears out of like rock. You know, which works. It does work, but is it gonna do
It's just not as effective.
Right, it's just not as in anymore, you know? Like and I understand like trend isn't everything. I get that. But this is pop music. You gotta stay relevant with the times. You gotta sound like you're from 2022.
Do you think this is an issue for Brave Bros himself?
I don't know. That's where I'm kind of mixed. And I kind of want to see Brave Girls work with a third-party producer.
You know what I've always, I think this might be like a popular concern, but since Roland got so big, you know, like since they hit that popularity with that song, I feel like it's always been a concern of like, are we just trying to recreate this again, right? Try to hit that sweet spot where it's a song that everybody likes. And I think that's still the concern for me sometimes, where I feel like they might be constricted in a way. I don't know if it's like production wise or like concept wise. I don't know what would be the correct term, but it just feels like it's like a fear of not really wanting to change it up too much, because if this worked, let's not fix it if it's not broken, I guess.
It's the fans liked us for this, therefore we sell this kind of deal. It's the same dilemma that Twice had. Because I remember they showed up in a JYP variety show, where like they were picking out like amateur producers for their company or something. I forget. But Twice showed up and their dilemma was, we want to try new things, but our fans like us for this one concept. And they've been trying to expand within that one concept, right? That's why we saw stuff like Dance the Night Away. But then again, people were saying, like, but Twice themselves were like, shouldn't we expand, though? Like, what if people get bored of this kind of sound? Obviously, the situation for Brave Girls is a little different, right? I feel like this is like almost a one-hit wonder dilemma here. I'm not calling them a one-hit wonder per se, because they obviously have 2 hits. Bottom was still a hit, afterwards.
That's true.
Right? But at the same time, I feel like we're on a very, very much smaller scale. We're in the same room where Gangnam Style Psy was in the mid-2010s. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because this Thank You song, it's not that different from the other 2 stuff either. Like, sure, it's more
nice,
upbeat disco, but like, and then you still feel like they sound dated, for the lack of a better term, and it really doesn't help them the fact that this sound has already been done by so many different groups in so many different iterations by so many different soloists. Right. And like, I understand not everything needs to be new, but this doesn't look good because it's not as good. Which is, not great, but shout out to the vocalers, shout out to Talkbox, that's the instrument they're using,
I think Brave Girls will continue to have this problem going forward, though, because they're completely judged relative to Rolling, regardless of what they want to attempt.
Right.
Yeah, that's the tough part.
And it's hard because like they were a group that probably didn't make much money until Rolling got big.
Oh yeah.
And now that they've made money, it's hard to deviate from what made them money, because they're probably like, if we deviate, we probably don't make money, and then we're screwed again. You know?
Yes. Yeah,
so it's like, what do you do?
All
right. Here's my solution.
Oh.
Here's what I suggest. Right. Brave Brothers is kind of good at like other kind of music too.
Okay.
Such as?
If you think about like late 2000s YG music, he's behind all of those songs.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he has played a big role in the way Big Bang writes music, like Goodbye Baby, Final Farewell, Stupid, Lies, people, I would say a big part of how Teddy and G-Dragon writes comes from this guy. If After School, do you guys remember After School?
Yes.
Right. I want to just confirm that the No 때문에, because of you, that song. No 때문에, no 타이라. So these songs I'm naming, they have a very specific sound to it, kind of like melancholic, kind of sad, kind of balladic, but also very high energy at the same time. So like very energetic, sad. Yeah.
Energetic sad.
Right. No, yes. They should do that. Nobody's doing that anymore. We definitely know that's a sound of the past, right? We know it's retro for all the right reasons.
Hit the nostalgia.
Right. Hit that nostalgia train. There's so many other nostalgia trains that are just waiting at the train stop, ready to go, and nobody's on those trains, so they can't move. Get on those trains, just choo-choo. Go. Go. No 때문에, no
I didn't know he produced that.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Yeah. Are we good on Brave Girls?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Brave Girls.
All right. Other releases this week. Eunbi via Universe released Esper. Omega X released Liar. Pakbom released Flower. And Winners Sungyun released Born to Love You. That Eunbi song's pretty good. I don't think Warren would like it, though. But it's pretty...
Oh.
I haven't listened to it, so I can't tell.
So we're at Soju Chart, right? Soju Chart survived, guys. Don't worry about it. It's still here. It's one of our... Everyone loves this segment. It's probably our,
it's a lot of...
most popular segment.
Banter here.
It's my favorite segment.
All right, let's go over it for old time's sake. So it's a segment. We're going to decide which song reigns supreme. The Soju Chart. We're going to evaluate it. Song quality, spice, listener fatigue. Three things we judge it by. Songs that place number 1. This week's Spice King. Songs that win Spice King 3 times gain entry to the Hall of Spice. They're joining. Should I go through the list? I'll go through the list.
Sure.
We do it once in a while.
Sure.
Remind them.
BTS Dynamite, Twice I Can't Stop Me, Dreamcatcher Odd Eye, IU Lilac, Stacy ASAP, BTS Butter, Taeyeon Weekend, Sunmi You Can't Sit With Us, Stacy Stereotype, Twice The Feel, 17 Rock With You, Chungha Killing Me, From Us 9 DM, Stacy Run To You. Okay,
Ooh.
that is the Hall of Spice at the
Bangers.
moment. Last week, episode 179, we had Tempest Bad News with their debut song picking up its first crown. That's
Wow.
Crazy Town.
Wow.
Wow.
Second place was the Chiquita Banana from Rocket Punch. Third place was Ginga Minga Yo from Billy. Also tied with Taeyeon, INVU, and also tied for third place was Treasure's Jikjin. Okay.
Why did you add the word banana after Chiquita?
Because
That's
you don't
the
know what
brand.
Chiquita Banana is?
Chiquita banana. You or you
The
don't
main
know?
brand of bananas we eat in the United States is Chiquita.
Really? I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You always have a little sticker on them.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
blue
yeah.
sticker on bananas.
I don't go read my
You don't eat
stickers before I
bananas.
eat bananas. I eat my bananas. I don't read the stickers off my bananas before I eat them.
All right.
now you
Well,
know.
What
new
brand of
candidates-
raspberries do you eat, Anita?
ShopRite brand, which is the grocery store I go to.
God.
New candidates this week include J Park featuring IU, Gandara. We have G-Idol's Tomboy and Brave Girls, Thank You. Okay, we had 5 songs on the Soju chart last week, right?
Yeah.
I pulled the tablecloth off, flipped the table.
Oh,
Okay.
blank slate.
Wait. Oh,
Blank
wait.
slate. I'm getting rid of every single song.
Oh,
All 5 of the songs, go away. Go away.
Suck.
All 5
Oh,
of those.
wow.
Okay.
First place, J Park featuring IU.
Let's go.
Gandara.
Dada maba sa.
Second place, Brave Girls, Thank You.
Let's go.
And I don't, and though I think that the song has fundamental issues, I will put G-Idol's Tomboy in third place.
Okay.
That is my Soju chart for this week.
Dang, we were so close, Doug. We were so close to twinning. I also have J Park and IU in first place. I think it was great. I like the vibes. I am glad that it's popular. I can see why. It makes sense. Second place, I also had Brave Girls. I like the retro sound. I'll be honest. I like the retro sound, but I see the problems lying ahead. I see the issues as well. In third, the one group that had remained from last week.
Tempest?
Tempest.
Tempest.
Bad news in third. I think it was a good debut. I think it
Oh,
was.
no, I think it was a really solid
yeah,
debut.
yeah. Solid debut. Looking forward to more stuff from them.
Let's go, Tempest.
It's a good song. I like it too. That's why
It's not on. It's not on your chart.
No, it's on second place. I said I like it.
Whoa!
Oh my god. I like it. It's good. I like it. It's decent. You know, it's a good debut. I thought it was really cute. You know what was also really cute? J Park's Gandara featuring IU was really, really cute.
First
Where is
place.
it?
First place.
Yeah, let's go.
Man. J Park for president, boys and girls.
So okay, typically I'm not a J Park fan, right?
Yeah.
There's just something about his music which I always found like cheesy.
Yeah,
You know,
same.
everything he does.
Yeah.
Even though like Momme's good, I found like, well, it's J Park doing it. You know, little. Like I always found his music like 5% goofy. You know. That being said, I think that this song, since it's meant to be a little bit like that, is perfect for him.
Right. I agree.
Yeah.
Korean isn't his first language, so he's struggling with Google Translate. I get that.
Yeah. And what's your third place song, Lauren?
Oh man, I struggled really hard with the third one. Right, let me go down the list. Right, Jikjin by Treasure, not my kind of music. I-DLE by Taeyeon, I think it had a good run. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of
It did.
surprised it's still here. Right. Ginga Mingayo by Billy. I don't like the song, guys. I'm gonna be honest.
I don't understand how much our SojuTalk Nation likes that song. I just don't get it.
It
I don't
just
know. I
hit
guess
for
it's just
them.
different tastes. I don't know. That leaves us with the okay. Well, there's Tomboy by G-Idle. I didn't like it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I thought it had redeeming moments to it, but that Soyeon verse just killed the entire flow for me. Thank You by Brave Girls. I don't know.
Come on, Ward.
Just song sounds just
Come
kind
on.
of dated. That's one thing that's like I'm like personally very much like biased against. Just sounding dated. So I gotta put that out there. So by process of elimination, what do we have left to talk?
Is it Rocket Punch? Don't tell me it's Rocket Punch.
I think it is.
Oh
what do you know?
God.
What do you know?
Disappointed but not surprised.
Guys, I'm playing fair here. Jeez, I was.
Chiquita Banana is still here. Let's go.
I don't think it's gonna make the charts this week.
SojuTalk Nation did not agree with us at all.
Oh no!
Rip. With 39 points, G-Idol's Tomboy in first place.
Wow!
It got so many votes. I think everyone but like 4 people had it on their chart.
God
wow.
damn.
Second place with 39, they gave it to Tempest for Bad News.
Okay.
And then third place with 23, Billy with Ginga Minga Yo.
Wow.
Wow. So I summed it up. In first place via just our 3 first place votes is J Park featuring IU Gandara.
Okay.
Second place with 7 points, Tempest Bad News is holding on strong.
Let's go.
And
Tempest.
in third place, we have a 2-way tie between G-Idol's Tomboy with 6 points and Brave Girls Thank You with 3 points. I mean 6 points.
6 points.
Wow. That chart from the gang.
The go-to gang. Man, they really like that G-Idol song. Don't get it.
Very interesting though. Maybe
I think it's vibes, but I just think I can't listen to it. I'm taking it too seriously though, based on some of the English usage.
Well,
my analogy was I forgot to say this during the review.
Oh, okay.
You remember growing up, or even probably now, there's this child toy, which is like the shape of a block, or it's like a circle or something, and there's holes in it. There's like a triangle, there's like a square, there's like a circle, a diamond, and you have these like things that you put in it, so the kids learn shapes by having it, right? If the kid's really smart, he might get the star one, right?
Ooh.
Like, ooh.
5 edges.
If the English is the things you're putting in, right? And the song is the contraption you're trying to get the stuff in. They're trying to put the circle into the star with the English. That's how I feel about this song. It's actually a better thing would be like if you took the circle and shoved it through the square, but you got it in. But it was wrong.
Right.
But you weren't supposed to. Yeah. That's the better analogy as to what happened in that song.
Like you get one of those 2 jigsaw puzzle pieces that don't fit, but you
just smash it and it somehow works. Yeah. So like you got the circle into the square peg and you just like got it in there and you're like, I guess this works.
Okay.
I just feel like some of the usage of English going back to it, it's just like I don't think anyone has said English like that before until they did that, But they got it done.
I do agree with what Warren mentioned though. Like sometimes it's not really about like having the meaning all the way there if the sound goes well.
Not only like they got it through, but it just felt awkward. It's just like
Yeah, I think the delivery has something to do with it primarily.
Like I'm a toe.
All right.
I don't
like I'm a toe.
Historically we would have done what is it? Show winners here? Show winners. I forgot even the name of it already. We were the show winners here. We're not doing that anymore. Now is about the time where we talk about any big news events that happened. There was one major news event that I think happened this week.
Yes.
On my criteria. Former IZ*ONE members Sakura and Chaewon confirmed to join Source Music's new girl group. So it is finally confirmed that everyone, after all the speculation, after all the shadow articles of people like saying, hey, we saw Sakura in the neighborhood of the high building, Sakura on the airplane heading to Korea, like all that, it's finally confirmed. On March 14th, a representative of Source Music, which is part of Hybe Labels, announced, quote, Sakura and Chaewon have signed exclusive contracts with the agency on a basis of mutual trust. They will make their debut as the first girl group launched through the cooperation of Hybe and Source Music, end quote.
All right.
Okay.
It is happening. It is confirmed. Massive confirmation right here. I think.
What were the other girls that were rumored here?
I heard.
Yeah.
In terms of the IZ*ONE kid, the major one was Minju, is what people were thinking.
Okay.
Right.
Not confirmed. Interesting.
No. So
I heard some
rumors. Like that's gonna happen.
I heard some rumors about the giraffe girl from
Youngjin.
Yeah.
Yes, that was another speculation. We don't know yet who else is gonna be a part of it. if you're like, okay, so honestly though, I was more worried about like a hard carry situation where it's a little awkward. But IVE has proved to me that you could add new kids and they're still quite relevant within the group. So I'm not as worried anymore.
I mean, it all depends on how they're promoted, you know? Because I feel like I've did really well, where it didn't just force the produced people and kind of rely on that.
I'm kind of curious as to what sound it is, because when you put Chaewon in your group, who will most likely be the main vocalist of this group, right?
Right.
You're going into a very bubbly, fresh type of vibe, you know?
Higher tone.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I mean, she did a good job of pulling off the concept that IZ*ONE had, which was a lot less bubbly.
Okay, but I think she's more suited towards that vibe. That being said, that girl can probably just sing her butt off on anything. But I feel like it'll be more of like a bubblegum style rather than a girl crush if I had to bet money.
Okay. I would bet against that.
Really?
Oh.
Simply because I don't think they're in the right place in their position in their careers for a bubblegum concept at the moment. I don't know. I feel like we're gonna see something that's like kind of mysterious.
Okay, I like mysterious.
Yeah, that's
Like more mature?
right. A little mature, a little mysterious. Not really like edgy per se, but more like refined. Because I'm thinking about what Hybe has done. I'm thinking about what's her name? The producer, the one really famous one from SM. Her name.
Oh,
You know
we
who I'm talking
covered
about?
her. Yes.
Kenzie.
No.
No.
Adore the
Oh,
lady who
the
does the
head
door.
of Adore now. Yes.
Yeah.
wait, I thought you were talking about SM. Never mind. I was
No.
Adore.
Adore.
Minhee.
Minhee.
Yeah, that's her name. Yeah, we know.
Minhee. Yeah, look at us professional K-pop podcast people. No, I feel like given what she's good at, right? What Hybe is known for, what they've done so far with the TXT people and Hype and folks, I feel like they're not gonna dive straight into bubblegum.
Right.
I don't feel like they're
I
gonna.
think pure bubblegum. I'm just saying if I had to bet again, I would bet against a girl crush concept. But you think they're going to do something?
No, I don't think it's gonna be girl crush either. I don't think it's gonna be girl crush. I don't think it's gonna be bubblegum. I feel like we're gonna do
Think
like
there's gonna be lore,
no,
mysterious lore.
yeah, like a mysterious, almost mature, closer to the Lavian Rose sound that IZ*ONE had, and less of like Fiesta, if you know what I mean.
It's amazing that Sakura's only 23 years old.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm thinking like
It's amazing. She debuted when she was 10 in 2008.
this group is probably gonna be skewed pretty young still. Like I don't-
Yeah. I'm going to assume Sakura's the oldest kid in this group.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like honestly, I can't pinpoint where they could go as far as sound and concept, but I don't know. I guess the I don't know if it's the worst thing or the best thing, depending on how it's done, is trying to recreate the sound of IZ*ONE because they might have more members that used to be in the group, and I don't know if that would be the best move.
I'm not saying they should create the IZ*ONE sound again. That is 100%
Okay.
the worst move.
Okay.
You should differ yourself from that. That was just an example of like in terms of like energy levels and whatnot. Or who knows? Maybe they're gonna do something completely out of the box. You know, do swing music.
No,
Swing? Okay.
Swing,
We
yeah.
doing some swing?
no, I don't think they will. I'm interested to see who else they confirm in the next couple of months.
You might also see nobody be confirmed, Anita. That you also have to keep that in mind.
I feel like then that must mean that it's only Sakura and Chaewon that are from IZ*ONE then, you know? And Minju's out. Or never really a contender then.
Right. We might have nobody else that's famous in this group thing. Yeah.
You have to think that, okay, so Source joined Big Hit, they kind of disbanded G-Friend. They had trainees, you know?
They must, yeah.
And I'm sure Big Hit is shuttling trainees, female trainees, they have too into this, right?
They have so many auditions things going on. They have so many, I bet.
Yeah.
I wonder how much influence they have on the Source Music thing. Well, they acquired them, so they have full influence. I wonder how much the Minhee Jin has on this as well. because she's probably busy with her Adore stuff.
Right.
Right.
And I bet you think there's meetings like how can we not overlap? Right? There has
They
to be.
gotta. Yeah.
Because they're both debuting girl groups this year. So
Yeah.
I'm curious as to how they're going to traverse that as well.
Well, I mean, TXT and Hypen has managed to kind of stay separate from each other. Given that's not really a good example of staying apart though, because TXT has a very consistent sound at the moment. And Hypen kind of tends to go in a lot of directions that TXT hasn't.
I also feel like in Hypen hasn't they settled on a sound, but I don't think it's as well defined as TXT's is. So
That's
I agree. Yeah.
yeah, that's why I'm saying I don't think they have settled on a sound yet.
They're still pretty new.
So the crazy thing is they have to live up to the expectations of that IVE group because IVE has done so well. That debut
That's the standard
has
right
been
now.
monstrous,
Yeah.
right? It's crazy. Like we hyped up IVE for like a long time. We were talking about how they're gonna be the main group after it because you have Wonyoung and Yujin in it. But like I don't think they would have even expected they won that much stuff of their debut.
Yeah.
Like
They
it was
blew up.
insane. How many songs do we got here? You got 13 crowns, dude. 13 music show wins on your rookie song. Like
That's crazy.
that's crazy. And they won on all 3 of the big shows too, multiple times.
It's direct competition right here.
Yeah, it's direct competition. It's gonna be completely compared to IVE for sure.
What was crazy about IVE is like their song blew up with the general public as well.
Yes, I heard Koreans like on these random variety shows I watch. Everyone knows that line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
bite.
You feel like
5,
11?
6, 7. You
Yeah.
make me feel like 11.
I used to not like that, but now I get it. I completely understand why.
Do you still dislike the slow down intro into the
No, I think it's good.
Okay.
I like it. Yeah.
I think it's unique and it's good.
There you go.
Interesting, though.
I'm really excited for this group though. More excited than I was for IVE because I like the kids.
Oh.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, I like Sakura more than the other two.
I feel like this is Woolim's loss though, losing Chaewon. Just saying.
Traitor.
Right. let's move on.
Just joking.
Open discussion. Does anyone have anything else to say? Like
I like your hat, Douglas. It has the American flag on it.
it also has a finger heart on it.
Oh.
Ooh.
Wow.
Very
Yo.
nice.
Do you like
Very
the
nice.
Yankees?
No, it's just a hat I found in Urban
Okay.
Outfitters. I'm a poser. I'm a
One
full-on
thing
poser.
I want to, yo, Tom Brady. How that man unretired? Did you hear this?
Oh, he did.
He unretired again.
Okay, why?
Where's he playing again? What?
Tampa Bay. He going back to Tampa.
Wow.
I was talking to someone about this, and I was like, man, you think Giselle, because his wife's Giselle Bundchen, the really famous
Yeah.
supermodel, right?
Uh-huh.
I was like, you think Giselle could give him an ultimatum to stop playing football? And then we were like, we decided that if she gave him ultimatum, they're getting a divorce. That's like,
Jeez.
I think she understands that his first love in life is football. You know,
Dang. Ball is life. Wow.
Isn't Tom Brady kind of old now though?
he's 45, dude.
How's he still playing?
For the football world, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, did you know that Tom Brady, as an individual, if Tom Brady the individual was a NFL team, he would have more championships than all the other teams.
Wow.
So he just carries the entire sport in the modern era.
Yeah, he's 44 now. He'll be 45 by the season start.
Oh my god, what a guy!
Wow.
What a guy!
And he's a Michigan man. That's why I want to bring this
Go
up.
blue.
Go blue. Go blue.
That is the whole reason we bring this up today.
Oh, let me go on a tangent about Michigan.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of our listeners in America, right?
Yeah.
Applying to colleges seems so ridiculously hard now relative to when I applied.
Really?
What changed? I actually don't know.
I looked up the SAT scores, right?
Oh, they're
geez.
changing it
Yeah.
too.
When
They're changing
I
it.
applied, when it was out of 2,400, 3 subjects, right?
Uh-huh.
I was at like 80th percentile plus, where I'm like, that wasn't my percentile on my scores to get in, right? And I was like, that's pretty good. You're probably gonna get in. And I applied early rolling, which means I had a better chance, right?
Yeah.
I got in there.
Early admissions, yeah.
My SAT scores now converted to the current scale, I think I'm under 30th percentile of what they're accepting.
Oh, rip.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh my
It's
God.
gotten so ridiculous to get into these schools. I think on the old scale, like I think Michigan, when I applied, like median, like average SAT score out of 2,400 was like an 1,800 or something, right? Now on that same scale, it's like a 2,100 middle 50%.
Oh my god.
I actually don't know how high that is because I took the ACT. What
Okay.
I can tell you about the ACT, however, is what I remember as the average score when I applied was like 31 or 32 ish, and that's up
Out
to
of
33.
35 people.
Right? Out of 36. 36.
36?
Yeah.
I forgot.
And the average is 36 now, which I mean, 1 point might not seem like a lot. One point might not seem like a lot, but it's the difference gets higher and higher the higher the point is. So the difference between 33 and 32 is kind of big if you think about it.
I just feel bad because like it's getting super competitive. Like I feel, I don't know. Here's what I wanted to say. I want to say like, where you go to undergrad is due to a lot of politics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it is
Yeah.
because I know a lot of kids who are listening to our podcast are like teenagers and stuff, and they're having these issues most likely.
Yeah, about time
yeah.
to decide.
I'll
those
put it this
schools.
way: I didn't do all that well in college, right? I got like 5 C's or something.
That's not too bad.
Still passing.
I did okay.
Passing.
I did all right.
Yeah.
I've always been like a B plus A minus student, but that's mostly because of natural talent, not because I study hard. You know what I mean? Like, no, it's
Wow,
true. I'm
this
gonna be
guy
honest. With you. You
over
can ask
here.
my parents this. I don't put it like my sister's the A plus student because she puts in the effort, right? But we've had this conversation where if there was no prep for it, just you had to take a test, I'd probably do better. You know what I mean? She does well because she tries super hard, right? I'm just
Okay.
kind of coasting along, which is my
Okay.
whole motto in life. It's just coast.
Smart. I get it.
Lifestyle.
Undergrad, I got into 3 schools out of like the 15 I applied.
Wait, really?
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, dude.
Did you
Graduate
apply
school.
did you apply to all Ivy or something? Oh my god.
No, dude. Like average schools.
Dang.
Grad school, got into every school, and I didn't do like typically where I was on the percentage wasn't very different. I also think like with undergrad and grad school, it's like if you're not happy with where you get into undergrad, if you do really well the first semester, you could just transfer. Typically,
Oh yeah, it's
true.
always an option.
That's true.
you should always look into other options. I just wanted to say this because I feel like we're coming into the springtime and a lot of kids are getting their acceptance letters and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
they have to make decisions. You are not defined by where you went into undergrad if you're ever looking into graduate degrees, you know, that kind of thing.
Yep. Yeah.
And like I know this is kind of cliche to say nowadays. But like there are so many career opportunities once you leave college. It does like it's honestly when you get to college, that's like literally you're starting to see the doors in your life. That's about it. You're not opening or closing anything. You're literally just seeing the doors, knowing where the handle is. That's about it.
Yeah, I wish I would have taken more entry level classes because like I feel like I should have been a stats or an econ major.
I had
instead of
I
what
had
I
a
did.
while of a time in college. I took linguistics. I took film. Right. I took music production.
Nice.
I took okay, here's a funny story. I signed up for we have these I forgot what it's called, but we have these classes which each of the segments of the class like there's like let's say I want to apply for this American culture class, right?
Yeah.
And there's 3 different class times, all 3 are different subjects, right?
Okay.
I forgot what that's called.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Different like topics. Yeah.
So I think one topic was like American and food culture, right? And another topic was like America and the progression of something. And another class was Americans and like canoes or something, right? Or some crap like that.
Okay.
I thought I was signing up for the food culture class. I signed up for the canoe class. I only realized this on the first day of the class, and I just stated.
How much can you learn about canoe?
Bro, we learned about like canoes from across the world and shit.
Dude, I bet there's a lot
Wow.
to learn about canoes.
And it was taught by this really big Polynesian guy. It was such a chill class, dude. Everyone got an A. Like it was so chill. But I think in college, the thing I learned there is you should take weird classes. I didn't like my degree. I took biology. I ended up not liking biology. But I took a class called Rivers, Lakes, and Wetlands, where we would put on waders every week and go into rivers, lakes, and wetlands.
That sounds fun.
I think 80% of our grade was collecting like 30 bugs from these wetlands, dude, and identifying them.
I don't think
That class was so much fun, actually.
Yeah.
You know
I
what
mean-
the best class I took was the second class into film studies, which had a 3-hour lab every week.
You just watch films, right?
Because we watch films, classic films. I
Yeah.
saw
Wow.
Singing in the Rain. I saw The Shining. I saw a whole bunch of Scorsese movies.
I took like Asian films or something,
There you go.
and we watched like Bruce Lee movies, and it was cool,
Oh,
and
nice.
and Kurosawa movies.
Wait, didn't Yumish have a learn Korean through K-drama class?
I believe they did at
Right.
one
Yeah,
point.
there's a lot of those too. Like
Yeah, I took
learn
Japanese through anime and manga.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah, yeah.
literally. Japanese 106.
There's
7?
one class I didn't get into. I really wish I did. They were gonna teach you statistics through gambling. That sounds so much fun, right? That sounds like so
dangerous.
much fun. That was the one class I really regret not getting into. I just want to point out in college, take weird classes when you have electives to take. Take the weirdest crap possible. You know, I think Penn State University has an ice cream class that you can take
Ooh,
because they're near
Teach
dairy
ice cream?
farms. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know why I went on this tangent.
Why are
I
we
just thought
talking
it'd be-
about this right now?
I don't know how we got into college. I talked about we talked
I'm-
about Tom Brady
I'm
into
excited
Michigan
about
into college.
I'm excited about Sakura and Chaewon joining Source Music with Hybe. Yeah,
I'm really excited because I have my my trust in like JYP is at an all-time low,
Why are you
but my
talking about
trust-
JYP all of a sudden?
but my trust in Hybe is through the roof. That's what I wanted to say.
Okay.
And SM is consistently high.
Yeah.
That's what.
I think my trust levels are higher with SM and rather than any other company here.
Like
No
Hybe,
offense
is,
to the other
Hybe,
companies.
Hybe is super high for me. SM has been consistently super high for me. YG, it's like hit or miss, but it varies a lot.
Above JYP though.
And then JYP was consistently pretty good, but these days we're like in the basement level, you know.
Oh.
Nah, I don't like what YG's been doing the last couple of comebacks. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, you're a Teddy auntie. We know this.
Yeah.
All right. Next week though, right? Tuesday, the final song from Newest comes out tomorrow. We also have Astro, Moonbin, and Sana, and then Monster X's Kihyun is having a solo debut. Wednesday, we have Solar with a solo comeback and We. Thursday, we have Craxy. Friday, we have that JYP group, Stray Kids, although they're doing well with Stray Kids typically. And then Monday, Red Velvet, Alexa, and Highlight.
Oh.
Wow.
I've seen the teasers for Red Velvet. It's so pretty.
Okay, if I had to guess, Newest, Solar, Stray Kids, Red Velvet.
Yeah.
In terms of what we cover,
Yeah.
I'm excited for Red Velvet.
probably. I'm trying to think of a possible K-hip hop musician we could cover again. Now that J Park is on the list.
Okay, that was a weird one, honestly. But
not-
like,
It makes sense with IU.
it had IU in it.
Yeah.
Well, now
That's
that
like
J Park is
qualified.
in the room, I'm gonna start mentioning crappy old people. Like
Okay,
next time,
okay.
Uneducated Kid comes back, I'm gonna be like, ooh.
He's got to feature IU though.
All right. But this has been SojuTalk, your weekly shot of K-pop. I'm Doug. I'd like to thank Warren and Anita for joining me this week. We'll see you guys next time, everyone. Bye.
Bye. Special shoutouts to our Fiesta patrons: Bagel, Based Mina, Brian, Shadow, Cotton Ball, Delmonic, Ellie, Genki Boy, Goku Mama, Jacob, Liam's Games and Toys, Luke Daniels, and Jay Parks. Tier, thank you for joining SojuTalk. And special thanks to our Discord server mods: Jacob, K Music Erde, Koala, Mafiar, Max, No Bias Nuna, Tuggles, and Wolf297.